Thank you.
Okay. So really and truly, I know this sounds like dramatic. This could be your life-changing moment. I'll tell you this, it was for me. I looked at this, I don't even know, maybe 4.5 months ago, 5 months ago, maybe. When I first looked at it, I look at a lot of things, and I probably have people present, whatever, pitch me, present me with a half a dozen things a day, and 99% of them, I have no time to even come close to looking at them. But for this one, I looked at Qubittech, or what is now Qubitlife. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But I stopped and looked at it, and I don't know why. I've got a pretty good sense about these things. And I just instantly, as soon as I really comprehended it, it was one of those things that I just knew it would work. And I can't really explain it. It's just, just a sense or a feeling. And I jumped into it, just full force, right? So this very well. So I encourage you to really pay attention. This really could be a life-changing moment for you as well. So I'm thinking about changing this slide to say, you know what? Life is risky. Everything is risky, in COVID and all that. I'm telling you, buying real estate is risky. Buying stocks and bonds are risky. Crypto is risky. Any companies are risky. I used to be a corporate guy, traveled all over the country doing corporate presentations. My company was in business almost 70 years, and then they pulled the plug on a division of about 500 people and just said, hey, guess what? We're doing away with this division, so everyone is unemployed, right? Was that risky? Yeah, it didn't look risky, but so that, I guess what I'm saying is there's no guarantees. So there's no guarantees with any company and with crypto or anything else. So you should always use your own good judgment and make your own wise decisions about anything that you do. So what we're going to talk about today is you will get two different options. Well, three options, actually. One, if you choose to be passive, you can actually make, and I'll show you exactly how it works, a 250% return on your funds in less than a year, 100% passively. And I know that's a bold statement, and I know it sounds pretty unbelievable, but I assure you it's absolutely true. And if you choose to, you can do exactly that. And if you would like to share this program with other people, again, it can produce life-changing income for you. And you obviously have the option to do both. So the company, Qubittech started, and we had this question a lot last week. They started, I think it was in June of 2020. So they started in June of 2020 last year. And they are all about using quantum technology, cutting edge technology, the most cutting edge technology that there is in the whole world. You can Google it and do some research, but it is the coolest stuff that exists. It's absolutely going to change all of our lives. And they merged that with crypto. So I totally believe that we're in the perfect space at the perfect time. I really do. So the company, just like 2 days ago, I think it was, they restructured the company. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but they restructured the company. And part of that was changing the name to Qubitlife. And they're in the process of updating all of the marketing materials and the information, rebranding it. And it's not done yet. So you'll see in this presentation, a lot of the things are still Qubittech because this just happened. But one of the purposes for rebranding and restructuring the company was to make it where this company is now regulated throughout the world. It's licensed everywhere it needs to be, and it's completely transparent. And what that means for all of us is it adds to the sustainability of the company. And for me, that's everything, because I do passive crypto full time. I could do anything I choose to do. But if I'm going to spend, and I spend probably 95% of my working life working on Qubittech. And the reason I do is because I believe it is a long-term sustainable company, and I would not do that if I did not think so. So I completely believe that this is the right company. The leadership, I can tell you, I'll show you in a minute, but I think we have the right leadership. We have the right products. We're definitely in the right industry. And I think your timing is perfect right now with this program. So real quick, the CEO of this company is Greg Lemon. And Greg is a hard-nosed CEO. He makes no bones about anything, but he's very effective at getting things done. He's helped bring 3 different IPOs or initial public offerings to market. He co-founded a company called Digimax, which trades on the Canadian Stock Exchange right now, but a very effective CEO for the company. The number 2 guy, Mark Swickel, is absolutely brilliant. And I know this. I've been on numerous calls with him before, like months ago, and I knew I was on a call with him with a couple of people. And when we hung up, we were like, all of us talked and we said, wow, were you as impressed with this guy as I was? And everybody's like, yeah, when you talk to somebody that's just really smart. So, and I've been working on him, I've been working with him. We have a big leader in Asia that has just come on board. And this guy had built a gigantic multiple $100 million team in a previous business. And he was looking to bring his team over, and he could go with any company in the world that he wanted to. And he chose Qubittech. And we were talking with him and Mark and myself, and that's what we were talking about. And Mark said, hey, we know the industry. We know what's out there. We know our competitors. And he says, right now, there's no other company even close to what Qubitech or Qubitlife now offers. So Mark is just a very brilliant strategic guy, and he is doing an amazing amount to lead and guide this company forward. And if you compare that to most crypto companies out there, this is how most of them look. We've had a couple recently where they found out they were just paid actors, running the company, and just fake people. And they say they trade crypto, and in actuality, they do nothing but the traditional Ponzi scheme where they take money from one and give it to the other and that kind of thing. And our company is totally opposite. We are like so visible and so transparent in all that we do. This is the core executive team. This guy here, Jorge, is the chief technology advisor. These guys are brilliant. They really are. You can go to the website, you can read more about them, you can Google these guys, but these guys don't just go to blockchain conferences and tech conferences. They speak at them. And this guy, Graham Leach down here, brilliant guy. He's leading a brand new area of the company called Pitch Camp, which I'll show you a slide in a minute, which is really cool. This guy, Andreas, is like Tony Robbins. And I was reading something the other day. He is a really high paid, really high skill guy. And he does these base camp meetings all over the world for us, and just super competent guy. The R&D engineer just spoke at a tech conference somewhere else, but just these are real people. They're not fake people where they don't show their face, they don't show their name, they don't give their bio. These are competent leadership. So, with any company, you got to have the right leadership, the right products, the right vision, and the right execution. And Qubittech is doing all of that. And most companies out there, they say, lots of them, let's put it that way. Lots of companies say, yeah, we're coming out with this product and we're working on developing this and all that. And then it's like, oh gosh, we were delayed and it's going to be delayed a little bit longer. And some of them just are there's a number of companies right now that aren't paying people. We're having problems with our payment processor. We're working on it. It's going to come. Excuse me, it's in the works. Just bear with us. Qubittech doesn't have to do that. We already have a mobile app for Qubittech. We have it for the Android. There's some kind of delay with the iPhone app, but it's in the works. They have a Q phone, right? It's a digitally secure phone, which I cannot wait to get. From what I understand, they're waiting for the network that it operates on to be, completed before it's available mainstream. We are working on our own local crypto peer-to-peer trading platform. If you're familiar, with a company called Local Bitcoins, where you can go in and buy Bitcoin and different cryptocurrencies around the world. This is going to be somewhat similar peer-to-peer, but it will have very low trading fees. And it will also be another revenue center for the company, which is really, really cool. So they're working on that. So we have these trading robots that are available right now. And you can get these robots. You can actually get them free if you buy a $1,000 digital license. And I'll show you what that is in a few minutes. But you will get one of these robots for free. You can hook it up to your own personal trading exchange through a thing called an API, and it will trade with your funds in your exchange on your behalf 24/7. And the people that have been using it are averaging around 12 to 15% a month. So this is not something you have to do. It's completely optional, but it is available. And, compared to the real world, where can you get 12 to 15% a month, right? So it's a really, really cool option. For those of you who like to do trading yourself, we have a new trading signals service where they put signals out and you can make your own trades. It's another revenue generating source for the company, and it's available right now. It's up and running. We have an online gaming program that is based on the blockchain, which is super cutting edge. Everything is done. It's ready to go. They're waiting on the final compliance license approvals. I don't know the details, but this is going to be available globally. So I don't know if this is country by country or some international whatever, but as soon as we get the green light, they can launch this immediately. And again, another revenue source for the company. We have these corporate licenses, and I'll actually show you this, but how cool is this? And these exist right now. Let's say we were talking about this before we got started. How would you like to buy a house and have Qubitech or Qubitlife pay 70% of your house? Well, you can do that. You can buy a car. You can pick out any car in the world that you want. How would you like to do it and have them pay 60%? Or how would you like to plan a vacation and plan 3 months out and have the company pay 50% of your vacation? So you just pick where you want to go, you set it up, you pay half, you wait 3 months, boom, they pay the other half, and you're off on vacation. And they have a couple more that they're working on too, but these are available right now and they're really cool. They just launched a new travel network, and and this one I believe is taking place right now or any day now. So yeah, the 10th. So it must have already started in Colombia, but this is available right now through the travel network. So talk about products. We got products. We have Qubittech Academy, where we teach people about crypto, about the blockchain, about tokens and all of that. And they're working on 30 different training programs that will be available in our new academy. We have these things called base camps. And if you know who Tony Robbins is and some of those events that they have that you pay, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars, I believe, where you walk on the hot coals. And they do a similar thing where you walk on the hot coals, but they teach you about life and sales and marketing skills and goal setting and about Qubitech and they're just life-changing events that they have all over the world, and they're attended by thousands of people. So it's really cool that the company finds it important to train and help grow the people within the company, and they put their money where their mouth is with these base camps. And not only that, we have a new charity program where we're supporting needy people throughout Africa with our charity program. So we not only do cutting edge products, but we give back. So how cool is that? And then with the restructuring that I talked about, and I'll just touch on this super, super briefly, but they broke the company up into 3 different sections. One is an education section. I kind of call these buckets. The next bucket is a venture bucket, and the next one is a token bucket. So this is the guy, Professor Graham, that I was telling you about, that this pitch camp is going to be kind of like Shark Tank, or in London, what you guys call, what is it? Dragon's Den, is that right? I think that's right. But anyway, yes. So yes. They will find, startups, companies that are going, but they need help. They need funds, they need management, they need marketing, they need something to help them get to the next level and blow up. So the company Qubitlife, we have money, we have investment capital, we have management, we have marketing expertise, and we will be able to participate in the growth of these venture funds and these venture companies that we bring on board through Pitch Camp in the way of a token. So we just launched this token, like, what was it, 3 days ago, I think, QDT. And I jumped in and purchased as soon as I was able to. And they had a private sale. I think it was either 11 or 14 hours. It sold out in 11 or 14 hours. And it had a 77% increase in like 11 or 14 hours. And then they're going to be coming out with different waves of making the token available. So we're really excited about that. But just stop and think about all the things this company is doing. And does this sound like the typical company that you see out there that says, hey, man, this company is paying 5% a day, and it's run by some invisible guy, but he says, we'll pay you all this, 10% a day or whatever. So I don't know. My money is on this company that's real products, real, vision. And they have all this mapped out in their the map that they have, showing what they're doing. But here's kind of the real, I don't know if you know the term meat and potatoes or the basics of this. So we did call them digital licenses, and now they've switched to calling them education licenses. That's all part of the restructuring. So this is part of the passive earnings. So anyone can register with Qubitlife for free. Takes you probably 30 seconds to register for free. And then you can purchase one of these educational licenses. They start at $100. And you buy them either with Bitcoin or crypto. So you'll need a crypto wallet, and you can use any crypto wallet in the world that can send and or receive crypto. So it's super, super easy. You can buy $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000, and it goes all the way up to $100,000. You can buy as many licenses as you wish, as often as you wish, or you could upgrade them. And each license pays 250%, which is crazy. So where's all this money come from? Is it smoke and mirrors? No, they actually trade crypto. So they have, I believe it's 10 professional crypto traders around the world. And they trade crypto 24/7. Crypto never sleeps, unlike the stock market and the Forex market, which is 5 days a week. Crypto never sleeps. It never stops trading. So these people trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And a year and a half ago, I owned a little crypto trading company with a couple partners. And I'm telling you, it's hard to do, but we were able to generate anywhere from 0.75% to 1% a day trading, right? It's challenging, but it's doable. When somebody says we'll pay you 5-10% a day, you should run like crazy. But this is what they do. They have professional traders. They use trading robots for a minority amount of the trading, but real trading people to do the majority of the amount of the trading. So each day is different. Again, a lot of these other companies, they say, we'll pay you 1% a day or 2% a day. Well, the world's not a 1% a day world. Look at, it goes up, it goes down, it's flat, it's all over the place, right? So the same thing, our returns vary. So depending on the day, they publish these every day on the website. And depending on the amount of licenses that you have, you will get paid that amount. So let's say this was a 1% day. And if you had $100 license, you would make 1% of that. All right. But if you had $1,000 license, you'd make 1% of that. What if you had a $10,000 or a $25,000 license? You'd make 1% of that. So we get paid every day, 7 days a week. So this is how it works. You can buy or upgrade any educational license at any time, as often as you wish. And it's easy like that. All right. Each license will keep paying you every day until you reach a full 250% return. We get paid every day, 7 days a week, and you can withdraw your profits every day, 7 days a week. the minimum withdrawal amount is $50. So you don't have to wait until the end of the term to get your funds back. You can start getting them back each and every day. The company, the returns, the actual trading varies every day, and the earnings equal approximately, let's say, up to 25% a month. It varies. Some months are a little bit less, so it does vary, but that's, let's say, around 0.8% a day that we would earn. Okay. So at that rate, and being a little bit conservative here, which I would rather be, is you should plan on about 10 to 11 months to receive the full 250%. So let's say, for example, you bought a $10,000 educational license, and you could just simply purchase that, wait 10 or 11 months, and you would be receiving your money every day, 7 days a week, and you can withdraw it. But at that end of that time, that $10,000 license would turn in to $25,000. You would receive $25,000. So to stop here just for a quick moment, where else can you do that in, quote, the real world? And I think there's a couple worlds. There's the real world of stocks and bonds and that kind of world. There's the crazy world of crypto scam things that I mean, I had somebody contact me one time, and they said they had this cool hot deal for me, and it paid 40% a day, right? So that's not real. But anyway, but in a real world with a real company, with real leadership and management that is doing real things, where can you get a 250% return? There's not a lot of places. So I'll touch on this super quick. We have a thing called a quick start bonus. So when you join, if you personally refer 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right, you can actually receive a free educational license in the amount of the lowest amount of the license of the 4 people. And you could do that an unlimited number of times. So if you know some people, you could join, you could have them join, and you could earn an unlimited number of free digital licenses within your first 15 days of joining. So that's pretty cool. So with Qubitlife, as we said earlier, you can choose to be completely active if you want to and share this with people all over the world, or you can choose to be passive. And you don't have to do anything. You literally, like this little guy, you can sit back and relax. You purchase your license and you get paid every day, 7 days a week. The little stack builds up. All you would need to do is just go in and withdraw, and that's it. So it doesn't get much better than that. Or you can share it with people. So here's what I think. I think these days, in the world that we're living in, I think the standard returns that people are looking at to live the lifestyle that they want and to have the kind of retirement that they want, the traditional methods for a lot of people just simply aren't working. So these days, I believe a lot of people need to think out of the box, think unconventionally, and they need to do some things differently. And that's what we do. And all of you know that if you put your money in the bank, you're going to make pretty much nothing, right? And if you invest your money in the stock market, the average historical returns of the stock market have been approximately 10% a year. So not so great there. This is so important. If you get this, this will have a big meaning for you. This is really, it's hard for me in my mind to overemphasize this. So we are at a unique stage in the history of mankind, I believe. I don't think that's an understatement, right? For the first time in my lifetime, the world has been locked down with COVID, as everybody knows. And in a lot of countries, a lot of cities, people are still locked down, right? So what that has done, as you well know, a lot of people have lost their jobs or their income has been cut back, dramatically. And a lot of people are hurting and they need something. And the traditional jobs, some of those have gone away, particularly if you're in the restaurant industry, the travel industry, or other industries that have been really severely impacted with COVID, right? So there's a lot of people that are sitting there saying, oh my God, what are we going to do? We've got to do something. What are we going to do? And at the same time, for this trifecta perfect storm, we have the emergence of cryptocurrency. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum and these other crypto coins that are just going out of the roof. And we don't predict where they're going to go, and no one knows, but a lot of experts do think that Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin has got a lot more upward room to grow. So if we think about it, when we're at this stage where people need something else, and what we found is that they're more receptive now than ever. I mean, if you had a friend and you sat down at Starbucks and say, "Hey, I found something where I can passively earn 250% a year, without having to do anything, and make some Bitcoin instead of having to go buy Bitcoin, I can earn it every day, 7 days a week." A lot of people would say, "Really? Tell me about it." So it's not that difficult to share this program with other people. So again, as a reminder, the company started in around June of 2020. And that was like the start, the launching part. In this year, in 2021, this is the active growth stage of the company. This is where the most dynamic growth probably for this company will happen, and where a lot of people will make the biggest gains and a lot of people will become wealthy really in this year. And then typically what happens is companies continue to grow, but that explosive growth, starts to level out in 2022. And then the plan is to have their own digital bank in 2023. But this is the timing is just really, really good for this. All right. So if you were to look at joining a program like this, and if you were just kind of by yourself, right? It's good, but it's hard to do it by yourself. It's kind of lonely, right? It's a lot better if you have a team behind you and a team to help you and a team to work with you. And you're in luck because we're on the best team that there is. We're on the dream team, and we have a system that you can simply plug into, and not just you, but your people that you share it with, and their people and their people, and down to infinity. Okay. So they have a 30-day fast start site to help you get off to a fast start. They do webinars. We do this webinar every Thursday, and the Dream Team does their own webinar schedule as well. They have a private Facebook and Telegram groups that you can get support. They have a great marketing funnel, and they are soon coming out with a traffic training masterclass to help people drive traffic to the marketing funnel and to their business like that. So I would like to invite you to join us. This is an amazing group of people, and we would love to have you part of our team and make this year the most positive and the most profitable year that you've ever had. And I'm going to take you to my live Qubittech, or now Qubitlife back office, and show you my actual results. But just before I forget, when this webinar is over, please get back to the person who invited you, and they can get your questions answered. You can get more information, and they can give you their link to join them and join us in this exciting adventure that we're on. So hopefully that was helpful to everybody. So let's see if I have been logged out here or where we are. So they changed the site to Qubitlife. So the new URL that we have is qubit.life is the login. Sometimes when we're on the Zoom, it's a little slower connection. But anyway, so this is the back office. When you register for free, again, it takes you probably 30 seconds to do it. You'll get a site just like this for you. Okay. And then you can come in here, and at any time you can purchase your educational license. All right. The educational license right here. And again, the bronze, you have a bronze license here that this is the dollar amount, the 100. You can do 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25, 100,000, whatever you want to. And you click pay now, and then you would pay with either Bitcoin or Ethereum to purchase the license. And then you come down here, and this shows you the different amounts that the traders achieved on those days that we're paid on the digital licenses. Okay. So you get that amount, whatever that amount is. And for me, I'm in the US, so approximately 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week. They will take what we call those are the trading profits or the trading bonus from the trades that the crypto traders make every day. So let's just say it was 1% for easy math. All right. So if you had a gold license that was $10,000 and you made 1% of that, what is that? Is that $100? I think it's $100, right? Yeah, it's $100. So that $100 would just show up in your wallet right here, your Qubittech wallet right here. Okay. And then you can withdraw that. There's a minimum of $50, but you can withdraw it every single day. So you make money every day. And so here's what I did. I started, let me go find. So on the 19th of October, 2020, I got started, and I am a big builder, and I knew I could build a really big team. So I took a couple of different positions with Qubitech at the time. One of them, I started with a $10,000 license. This one here, I started with a little bronze license for $100. Okay. And then a couple of days later, I bought $1,000 license, and then I bought another 1,000, then another 1,000, another 1,000, then a 10,000. And I bought a $10,000 one here, but then I went over and I clicked upgrade, and I upgraded it from a 10,000 gold license to the $50,000 platinum license. Okay. So in this account, I think I've got about $64,000 worth of licenses. So every day when I get paid on that, whatever the percentage is. So again, easy math, if it was $60,000 of licenses, if it was 1%, I'd get $600 on that day, and it would show up right in my wallet, and I could withdraw it that easy. So it's a fun, easy way to make money. And then in addition to the educational license, come on, we have what we mentioned. These are the corporate licenses. All right. This is where you can get the house, what we said, where they'll pay 70%. And they have the car where they pay 60%. So I purchased the car. Well, let me go back here. I'm sorry. I did the car one. I'll show you how that works. And Sharon said some people had some questions about that. And I'm going to do a detailed video on that. But I purchased this. And at the time, I had this much money in my wallet. And I just said, all right, I'm going to buy the car license, the corporate license for car, for $24,100. All right. So that was like 40% of the value. So the 60% that makes the total of 100% is 60,000. So in other words, what I can end up, and I can buy whatever car I want for any amount. I don't have to stick to this. But in other words, I paid 40% and the company pays 60% of the car. So this little white car, my little car, started here at the 40% when you first buy the corporate license, and they trade the funds. So these funds here, I purchased the license. Those crypto traders add that to the funds they're trading. It earns every day. I don't get paid on those until the very end. So my little car starts moving here, and it moves a little bit every day. It moves down here. I think it's about 4 months. So when my little car gets here, they will take this total amount, the 60,250. They will put it right here in my wallet. I can withdraw it. And what I do is I use a Coinbase account. I withdraw it. I'd send it to my Coinbase. I convert it to USD because I'm in the US. I transfer it to my bank, or I guess I could find a car dealer that would take Bitcoin. Some of them do. And then I go buy any car that I want. So essentially, I'm only paying 40% of the cost of the car. And my company, Qubitlife, is paying 60% of my car. How cool is that? So it's just, I get to earn passively from this company every day. I get 60% off of a car that I'll pick out, which I haven't even thought about. They update us all the time. So we have a leadership call. This is another thing that that I've never had another crypto company do before. So they have a call for people at rank 3 and above, I think it is. Where is it? Doesn't matter. But anyway, you have to be a certain rank. Yeah, rank 3 can attend this. So every tomorrow in the morning for me, they have a leadership call, and the CEO, Greg, and often Mark Swickle, they come on and they update us about what's going on in the company, what's happening, and all the new things that are coming out. And I mean, I've never been involved with a crypto company before where they do that kind of thing. So it's cool to be updated and be, where they care enough about us to keep us in the loop. And I'll show you one more thing, and then I'll wrap this up, and we can talk about how you can get started. So this is a little place that you go to. The Qubitlife is a binary. So that means you have a left and a right leg. I'm just waiting for this to pull up. And what I did when I started about, I don't know what it's been, maybe 4.5 months ago or something like that. It was just me by myself. And then I referred somebody, and then I referred somebody else, and I referred somebody else, and then they referred people, and then they referred people, and the team started growing. And now my team is global. I have people on my team from pretty much everywhere around the planet. And it's absolutely amazing. And it's fun to have friends and coworkers that you work with from all over the world. And when I'm sleeping, I have people on my team that are, awake, and they are building their Qubittech business while I'm sleeping, and vice versa. And it's fun and exciting to be able to do that. And I apologize, I'm not sure if it's here we go. If it's the they are updating the site with all of the changes that are coming out and everything. So this will populate in a minute, but you'll get this when you get your account. This little circle here will turn purple in a second, and that will be your position. And then you'll have a right leg and a left leg, as you can see here. You hover over it, it'll have your name, and it will have your sponsor's name down here. And then, like I said, you'll have a left and a right leg. You can come up here to the affiliate links. They give you a left link and a right link, and you can share that with different people on the team. But it's just crazy how this grows. And I have people that join every day, every night. I wake up in the morning, and most of these people, I have no idea who these people are. They just join. And it's just so cool that how this thing works. And couple last things, and I'll wrap it up. But to me, it's a testament of the company. So it's not something that's super complicated that you have to spend all this time talking to people and answering their questions and going through all this stuff. I mean, I've had lots and lots and lots. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people join that just, they looked at the video and they joined, and they started building a team. And I never even knew them, never met them, never helped them, never did anything. And they just did it, right? So it speaks a lot to, how that is. And then I can go back to the top. So, and I think it's 4.5 months since I started something like that, but I'll show you the people on my team, and then we'll wrap this up. So I didn't think this thing would grow as big and as fast as it did. I had no idea. I just started, and I said, well, I believe in this. So if I like it, there's probably a couple other people out there that are bound to think it's pretty good too. So, I started sharing it with people, and now this will pop up in a second, but I think I've got close to 10,000 people on the team in that short a period of time. And it just grows every day. And it's just crazy how it grows. So here's what I would like to do. I want to open it up to Sharon and Ahmed and Naz, if you're on. And so let's just say that somebody is watching this right now, and they go, man, that is the coolest, best program that I've ever seen ever. And you can join for only $100, and I can share this with people. And I have some people that I would like to share it with. but I still don't obviously you don't understand it yet because it's a lot to it. And it'll take you have to like watch. I had to watch the compensation video probably 5 times before it sunk into my thick head, but it finally did. But you don't have to wait until you really get it. And like school, you don't have to wait months to really learn this, because if you share it with a friend and they ask you a question and you don't know the answer, then you're going to look stupid, and you don't want to look stupid. So you're just going to wait until you understand all of it. I'll tell you, it's a lot smarter to just jump in, get started, and share it with people and get your team growing if you choose to be active and share it with people. So while I'm trying to get the site back, would you guys, Sharon or Ahmed, would you guys like, if what would you say? Let's say you have a friend or a prospect that you would like to share Qubitlife with. What would be the method that you would use?
Can I go first? I need to go. I need to go. So can I go first? Okay, so
ladies first.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sharon from the UK. So I think quite a few of you are from the UK as well. I didn't know anything about Qubittech. I didn't know anything about Ken when I first started looking at Qubittech, or Qubitlife as it is now. But I do understand the blockchain, and I do understand Bitcoin. And when I saw this business for the first time, it like Ken, there was just something that made me want this business more than anything else. So I basically just contacted Ken because he was my sponsor, but you just need to connect with your sponsor, whoever that may be, and find somebody who's going to help you. You don't want to be you want to make sure they're going to support you. And we have a really good team. I help to run the admin for Ken, so you will get to know me if you are, if you do join our team. But basically, Ken provides videos and he provides tools that you can use, and just don't try and explain too much, right? All you're trying to do is gain a little bit of interest and get them onto these calls. That's the best way to build this business. I'm more of a passive type person like Ken, and I just shared it with a couple of people, 2 or 3 people. And over the first, I've been in it for 4.5 months, and I've gone to rank 4 in that time frame, which to me is the fastest I've ever grown, like 4 ranks in one company. I know there's people on this call done it quicker, which is brilliant. If you've got a team already, you can do it very quickly. But it's one of the easiest businesses to share and explain. I don't know about you, Ken, but I think that is best by far the easiest thing to do. So don't think too much about it. There's nothing don't get bogged down in detail. Just get into the system. If you're going to join, make sure you don't join the company until you're ready to get started, because the 15 days starts to count down from the day you register, not from the day you pay your license. So that is one tip, really. And then those 15 days are really key to buying, share it with as many people as you can, because you can gain these digital licenses, which do help, I've got to say. So that's my little bit, because I need to go now, Ken. I'm really sorry, but I hope that's okay.
I appreciate your time and all you do. We appreciate you so much.
Oh, no worries. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week.
Okay. Thank you, Sharon.
See you, Sharon.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Right, my chance now. Thanks a lot, Sharon, for giving us such an important information. Obviously, it's mind blowing. This business is all about. My journey started when I was trying to look for a company that I could believe and trust in, really. And I've been in network marketing for the last 10, 15 years now. And then crypto space about 7.5 years. And I'm based in the UK. My name is Ahmed Anjum. I've been doing this for a long, long time. But when I looked at this opportunity, and then that was something that was shared through a friend, went through the nitty gritties and the presentation and everything. And what I really liked about this is the fact that it was one of the real stuff that you can never see in other crypto spaces, unfortunately. Like Ken said, there are many of these out there saying, they can give you 5%, 11% a day, which is obviously a Ponzi scheme, I would say. I wouldn't trust them at all. People have burned their hands. But look, like I said, I've been in the network marketing for the last 7.5 in the crypto space side of it. Obviously, for 10, 15 years, I've been doing MLM and I've been building teams and things like that. But my journey started when I started using my phone. I was brand new, didn't know anything what to do with once I've joined, and I had people, who were calling people at the same time. So what I did was I followed a very simple and natural way of contacting people. It was just saying that, look, I've looked at something interesting. It seems really, really good. And I've been introduced by someone to this opportunity. And we're about 5 or 6 people gathering today on a Zoom call, or maybe to a place nearby. And that's how I'll probably start my conversation. And this is the most important thing. And what I've seen is a lot of people join the opportunity, but they don't know how to build their team. And the first thing first, that's your gum. And that's where your numbers and contacts are, your emanations. So I would say, guys, get on the phone. If you like texting, you like going into Facebook, WhatsApp, Insta, whatever. And, just start highlighting or put a small little teaser, and people will start asking you what you're doing, what's different, what's exciting. And, you have to be excited. You have to be quick, and then you will see the results. So what we do is in these Zoom calls, like Ken and myself, we go through the presentation, we tell you about the business. And once we do that, you've invited someone, we do the presentation, we present, and then they decide. And the most important thing, what I do after every Zoom call, whenever someone new has come and joined or who has looked at the opportunity, I'll do a follow-up call. And that's really, really important. And you just have to jot down those names on a piece of paper, on a diary, and just keep on, following up. And sometimes you might not get that first person or second person or even a third person joining that Zoom call. But in the 3rd or 5th day, what I've realized that people would join you on a Zoom call, especially when we're in a COVID situation at this point and the pandemic. I would say that would be a brilliant idea to get people on Zoom. People are at work, like Ken said, people are out of businesses, and this is an opportunity that you can provide. Now, I don't talk about Qubittech. I do not talk about Qubitlife. I do not talk about trading. I just say there's a fantastic interesting stuff that I've actually come across, and I would like you to come and come and join me. Like I've said about my 6th and 7th friends, those have actually come today, and would you be part of this? And that's as simple as it is. And you know what? People make it complicated. People start talking about trading. People start talking about forex, crypto, and sometimes you won't find people understanding this. So I would say, guys, be simple, realistic, and natural, and be excited. And that's my story, really. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and one thing I would add to that is, if somebody asks you a question and you don't know the answer, it is perfectly fine to say, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, but I can find out. And you can talk to your sponsor, and they can go up to me and Ahmed and Sharon and anyone, and we'll figure it out. And I've got now a direct access to Mark Swickle, the number 2 guy. And if we need to, I can go directly to him, and we'll get your question answered, and we'll get whatever you need. We'll help you. So it's okay not to know everything about it, and it's better to just jump in and share the videos that are already done. And if somebody has a question, just let me jot that down. I'll find it out and I'll get back to you. That's perfectly fine. Anyone else?
Totally right.
Ahmed?
I think Nads would be ready to give his view on what he does, and then he's available now. So if you want to make him a co-host, he'd probably do some the talk here. Can you? Is he good, or do you have to make him a co-host? Yeah, if you can, because I think you're a host, so you'd be able to do it from your end. I can't, because I'm just a co-host here.
All right, hang on one second. I'm sorry. Yeah, look. And while I'm looking, the other thing I would say too is we record this. So a lot of times people say, well, my prospects aren't available at the time you guys do this meeting, or we're sleeping because we're in Australia or whatever. Fine, we record this. And so tell me this, Amid, before I just made Naz a co-host, but what would you say? How would you do it? What you just said, right? If they can't make the live one, what would you say? Tell me what you would say to that person.
What I would say is, it all depends on the person, how busy that person would be, if he would like to look at a video or something like that. But I'd rather, get him on a Zoom call on a one-to-one basis if you can. If not, then try to bring them on any other Zoom call, really. If you've got your upliner, someone up there, who's a presenter, get them involved. And that's what I normally do. A follow-up call is really, really important. If they haven't joined you on that day, doesn't really matter. Find a suitable time, get them on board, and then just do not stop on one person. Keep on doing the same activity on a daily basis. And that's what I normally do. And we do this on a regular basis. And once you've got team members, those who have joined, we'll probably educate them and do the same process again and duplicate that. And as simple as that, really. The first thing is invitation. Start inviting people to the Zoom calls. Start inviting them on a one-to-one basis if you can, and get someone from your team, someone who's actually a good builder. Doesn't really matter. Find a suitable time, because we're all here to build a team. Even after today's Zoom, I'm going to be on another Zoom with 10 people. So it all depends on the times and all that kind of stuff. So never feel shy. If you need help, always ask for the help. Like, Ken had just mentioned, if you haven't got an answer to something, no worries. Be realistic. Say, look, I'll find that. It's a really good question. And you know what? It's going to, we'll learn from it, and you'll learn from it. And once you've gone through that phase, it just becomes easy and easy.
Good answer. Naz, are you there?
Yeah, Ken. Hello, can you hear me, Ken?
Yep. So Naz, you're starting out, you're brand new, you just joined, and you're anxious to get started, but you don't understand all of it. What do you do to yourself to get started?
Yeah, well, I will say, I'm first of all very sorry for that. I'm late today.
No worries.
You have given us your time, and you were here before me. Thank you very much. You're a great leader. Well, when I started 7-8 years ago, since that I'm in this business, what I see there is two types of marketing in this business. When you say you want to get people on board, two types of market: warm market and cold marketing. Right now, cold marketing is what I used to do. I'm good in it anyways, but you need a lot of courage to do that, to be honest. I used to go to the when I see people sitting in the bus stop, I used to go and talk to them. Right, when I'm in the train, I used to go talk to them, make them friends, get them, ask them to come and meet me. Right, or I used to go to even churches, right, to speak to them. But that is cold marketing, which is very, very hard, to be honest. Okay, so I would not recommend. Nowadays you can't do that because of COVID, but I would not recommend, especially investment-based business. People will not trust you. I tried it, but I failed, although I'm very good in it. Right, but warm market is your friendship circle, your relatives, friends, your wife's friend, brother friends, your friends. Right, some people. Then again, there are two things. Some people got a lot of friends. Right. They are different, but some people got very limited friends, or they don't get along with people very well. They have few contact lists that you can speak. You might have, a lot of people, but they're not your friends. Again, now, if you don't know the friends, you have few friends, get them on board, right? How you get them on board? Listen, what I teach to my downline, that's what I'm going to say it here. But it works. Trust me, it works. Let's say you're new, right? In the business, you don't know very much about it, obviously, right? You're going to call your friend, hey, Alex, how are you, brother? Yeah, listen, I've got my friend, he's very successful in this business. Oh, okay, right? He came and see me, he introduced me business. Look, I want you to come and listen. He's coming to see me again, blah, blah date, right? Or time. I want you to come. I want you to listen to him because I don't have very much understanding of this business. So I want you to listen as well so we can discuss it. Now, that way you have given importance to that person. He's got quickly in his mind, oh, okay, this guy needs my help. When you ask them help, most of the people, they will help you. Your friend circle, they will help you and they will come. Okay. Now, this is where when you know a lot of people. When you don't know a lot of people, right, you got only a handful of people, that's where you start doing taprooting, right? Taprooting is you go few people, get them on board by saying what I just said, get them on board, and then taproot them. Ask them to get their 2 people within 48 hours. Make sure you have to do this within 48 hours. After that, the interest is gone. The charm of the business is gone. As soon as you've done the presentation, within 48 hours, you have to make sure that you have to make him involved mentally. Get 2 people out of it. Everybody. Then those 2 people, you go and present them. Those 2 people, get them their 2 people out of them. Okay? And that has to be done 48 hours. At the same time, you're working on the duplication, right? Try to teach them, mentally engage them in the business. And that 2 people, 2 people, 2 people, and you're going to have in 10 days, 20 days, you're going to have quite a few people in your downline. That's what I teach them to my downline. That's how I learn. And believe me, it works. It works. I mean, less than 2 months. Well, I signed up early, but I didn't work in because I was busy in my previous company. But less than two months, I have achieved 5 ranks. And very soon, I'm going to achieve rank 6. And that's how I did it. And I will recommend strongly to, if you understand what I said, do it. If you need my help, it doesn't matter wherever you're working, you can take my number, ask me. I want to see people successful. Networking, it's not about you, it's about others. You have to make sure that those people, they're successful, right? So obviously when they get successful, you'll get successful, ultimately. So make sure you're helping a lot of people to change their life for betterment. So yeah, that's it really. That's the end of my story.
How long has it been for you, roughly, since you started?
Sorry?
How long, roughly, since you started? About?
Well, I started in December, but I didn't work. I was just watching because I was thinking that after being a networker, I have to make sure that the company is right, products are right, everything is in place, because a lot of people are going to come on my face value. So I have to make sure everything is in order. So less than 2 months, I've been active and almost to rank 6 now.
Do you mind sharing approximately how much you made?
Well, I was checking my all accounts. I've got 4 accounts already. I invested $65,000. One I've got corporate license as well. 55 on digital license and 10,000 on corporate license. And within less than 2 months, I've made more than $80,000 already. So
who does that, right? In 2 months? Come on. Who does that? Right?
Yeah. Fantastic.
And you make the 80,000, and then if you leave some of it in Bitcoin and that goes up, I mean, it's like it's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's what the Paul Getty, this business, I love this business, Ken. Like Paul Getty says, instead of giving your 100%, get 100 people and get 1% out of them, and you still be getting 100%, right? Yeah. So why you have to give 100%? So that's what I believe. Since then, since I listened this, and I'm doing it practically in my life, trust me, I'm getting better and better financially and mentally, of course.
Yeah. Cool. That's
fantastic,
awesome.
Nads. You are great leader. And I'll tell you what, this guy is amazing when it comes to inviting his comments in terms of training people and all that. I've seen it live, guys. And I'll be honest with you, it's next to none. Just to give you a little bit of story about myself, Ken, sorry I'm interrupting, but
no, go for it.
Exactly the same.
That's good.
I started on the 10th of December, didn't really do anything in December. Me and Nad started building our team on the 16th of January. And since then, I think it's just about 1.5 months, I've put in about, altogether, about 80K in the business. And I've taken out over 105K from the business in just 1.5 months.
Wow.
So this is amazing business, guys. And I'll tell you what, sky's the limit. You can earn as much as you earn. And when I look at Ken's withdrawals, I envy him sometimes. But
I'm going to withdraw this right now.
He's withdrawing this today, guys. Come on, this is exciting. This is
what this account, I have 64,000 in paid licenses, so that you can only make that much a week. So I'm capped out at 64 grand a week with this account. But what is that? Tomorrow at whatever time that is, it'll update, so I can do that. So right now I have 70 in the account. I can do this. So all you do is you just click, and I have $27,000 on the way to the crypto wallet. It deducts it from this, and then I think tomorrow I could deduct that. So it's crazy. So
and that's time for another upgrade, I believe, to 100K now.
it's crazy, boy, I'm telling you. But I'll tell you this, if we can wrap this up. But I will, for what it's worth, I'm sure you guys do too. I worked this hard, and I made that decision. I remember in the very beginning, I had things come up when I first started, like weekend things, like to do this or that I wanted to do, and I chose not to, because I'm going to work. I work too much probably, but I work it really, really hard. But I think this year, once you get this going, it's like that, getting the snowball. It's hard to get that snowball big, but when you get it to the top of the mountain and then you roll it down the other side, it just gets this momentum where it's ridiculous. So to me, it's so worth that effort to put in and build it and get it to that point where it just goes crazy. And last thing I'll say, the company pays us to promote our business. So this money grows every day. And at the end of the month, I withdraw this and use it to build a business. So you get a car, you get promotional money to build your business, you get money, you make passive money every day. I mean, come on. Where do you do that, right? So
exactly. Yeah, you're right. It's fantastic business, Ken. Well, I forgot to mention one thing. I mean, in this COVID-19 period, what I was saying, it was talking in normal days. But now, since nobody wants to see each other because of COVID-19, so this is the best thing is to get them on Zoom meeting, and that's where you can basically grow your business. So yeah, but once everything is settled down, yes, what I said earlier, that is, I strongly recommend everyone to do that. It works. It did work on me, in my downline, everywhere. So yeah, but right now, just invite them on Zoom. That's the best way is.
Yeah.
And on the top of it, you have a chance to learn as well. You know what I mean? Every time you see something new, you didn't get it and last time when you heard it, but this time when you heard, yeah, it's fantastic. You understand everything. I mean, slowly, but.
Good.
I'd like to invite another guy who's from Pakistan, a great leader from a previous company that I know. I've got another guy who would like to say something as well. If you want to make him a co-host, is Asif Ali. Asif, if you're there, I'd rather unmute you if you want to say something. How did you start and how you finding it?
Say it again.
Okay, Asif, I'll just ask him to unmute anyway. I know he's. I'll just unmute him in order for him to say something. And Asif, if you can share your story as well with us, if you don't mind. Are you there, Asif? Asif, you've been your co-host now, so if you want to add anything. Sorry, I think he's having a bad connection, maybe. Okay, well, look, we'll wait for him anyway. But look, guys, I'll let Ken continue then. Right, Ken, we'll wait for him. Otherwise, if you want to conclude the meeting.
Yeah, if he jumps up, we'll do it. But anyway, we've been running a little bit over an hour, which is longer than we should. But anyway, so this is being recorded, and we will put that out to you. So if you can't make the live one or your prospects, you can send them the recording. And we do this every Thursday, same time, same station, right? And at some point, we're going to talk, but we're talking about maybe doing some training Zooms to go into more detail to help everyone, learn how to build their business. So lots of really cool things that we're working on to support the team. We really are.